Hi, welcome to My Messy Fingers. This is Charlie. We are finishing up the album for Scrap and Create, where we're working on the Sir Vagabond in Fantasy World. I was in the middle of videoing the final signature and got it all done, went back to my iPhone and saw that I only captured 1 minute and 20 seconds of that build. I don't understand what happened. So all I can do at this point is instruct you as to what to do. It's a simple build, so you should not have any problems with it at all. You've got several sheets of paper left, so go in and find what it is that's going to be appealing to your eye. I chose a softer color because I wanted to put color on the top. It's up to you what you use. So look at your scraps and find out what pieces are going to work to your eye palette, and then pick your base piece. You're going to be making a pocket. It's 2 1/4 inches deep by 8 3/4 long. Your base piece is going to measure 8 3/4 across by 9 3/4 tall. Now, when you cut that base piece, I want you to do a dry measurement. Put it in, sync it up. Where do you want it here and here? And where is it falling over here in this gusset? You do not want it coming inside the gusset, because then when you go to turn the page, you're going to find that it's curling this left edge here, and it's not going to close correctly. So do a dry measure, and if you need to, cut the width enough so that you're just coming to the inside of this gusset. You're going to need to make 5 waterfall cards. They're going to measure 5 1/2 inches long by 3 1/2 inches wide. You'll do 5 for each side, so a total of 10. Now, on the waterfall cards, you're going to score across this end. Score it at 1/2 inch, score it, turn it under, put your tape on it. Now, if you've not made a waterfall before, it's fairly easy. You're going to lay down your first piece, and then you're going to come up underneath of it with the second piece, and you're going to line it just so. You're going to get snugly close to this piece. You don't want any gaps, because if you have a gap, it's going to create a problem down here with your alignment. Now, when you place your waterfalls, I came 1/2 inch in on each side and 1/2 inch off the top, and then I laid them. So then with a 2 1/4 inch pocket, they laid out just perfect. And then I used one of these cards, made a flip open card, and this is what I'm using to keep the waterfall closed. In your scraps, look around, depending upon what piece you want to put here. Look also for what pieces you want to find to put here on the 1/2 inch tails of these cards. I went into the cuttings and quotes and sayings and cut these out, mounted them on black cardstock. And then on the inside, I laid the 1/2 inch strips across the bottom. And then I also cut 10 strips that were 3/8 of an inch, but I wanted it to be a little bit brighter color because there's all this black. And when you start putting your photos in here, I wanted some way for you to break that up. So both sides have a lighter color. Once they're in, and before you put this in, you're going to want to turn it over, run tape all along the perimeter, and because the weight of the waterfalls are going in this direction, you're going to put a strip of tape on the back side that's going to go the length of this waterfall so that it supports the weight of the photos or anything that you're going to continue to add in here. And then turn it over, and before you start pulling any tape off, do a final dry fitting to make sure that you've got all of your adjustments right. And then I would highly recommend take the 2 strips out of the center, Then put it back down again, secure those, and then come in with a pick and remove the tape off the exterior and then burnish it all very, very tightly all the way across, around. And then you put your big card in here and your final signature is complete. But we have some finishing touches. I also want you to go in and find a strip wide enough that you can cut 5 1/2" by 9 3/4 inch strips, and you're going to cover the big black gussets that you have. It helps to take the black, that intense black, out of the middle, because that's a pull. Your eye draws to the black. You don't realize it, but you do. So if you have something colorful in here that you find pleasing to your eye, it helps to absorb the black. And with that being done, your book is done. Congratulations, and thanks for coming and playing along, and I hope to see you on the next video.